Where can you find new construction in Southern California with over 5,000 square feet of living space? On today's home tour, we're at the Alta Monte Collection in the Tesoro Highlands by Toll Brothers, looking at their Rhea contemporary coastal model home. Let's get to it. Hey guys, Scott Himelstein with the Scott Himelstein Group. Welcome back to another model home tour. Today we're up in Valencia at the Tesoro Highlands. We are at the Alta Monte Collection by Toll Brothers, and again at the Tesoro Highlands in Valencia, California. So today's home tour, really cool. We're going to be looking at the Rhea contemporary coastal model home. And this home has almost 5,100 square feet of living space. Wait till you see what they did with the backyard in this home. But there's some really cool features about it. And we're going to walk you through kind of what it takes to be able to purchase one of these homes. And then, of course, as always, if you need more information, reach out to us. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, as we'd love to be able to give tidbits of information to you to kind of help you be better informed. So when you're ready to buy new construction, you already know the ins and outs of buying a new construction home here in Southern California. All right, guys, so now that we're facing the home, right, the first thing that you'd notice is look at the garages, right? At the modern garage door, but you don't just have one garage, you have two. So you can easily fit 4 cars, and then of course, your driveway here. And look how they have the grass interconnected throughout the driveway. So easily could fit, 6 to 8 cars, no problem. And then look how they have the glass right here, right? The glass on the garages. And you'll see a lot of glass and windows throughout this home tour as we showcase this home. And this is the largest floor plan of the Alta Monte Collection. Again, we're at the Rhea Coastal Contemporary Model Home today. Let's go inside. As we've made our way inside past the double door entry, the first thing that you guys are going to notice, 2 things. The massive 2-story ceilings, look at that. And all the glass allowing that abundance of natural light to flow through. And then, of course, your floating staircases right across from one another. All right, we have a lot to get into in this home tour. This home is 5 bedrooms, 5.5 bathrooms. You can have 2 garages, which fits 4 cars, 2 stories, and again, about 5,088 square feet of living space. Now, the base model is going to be starting at 1.9, but if you're looking for something like this, plan on closer to 2.1, 2.2. And we're going to get into everything today so to kind of really help give you an idea if this is the right new construction home for you. Now, again, this home is built by Toll Brothers, and they built a lot of communities, obviously, here in Southern California. We featured them before, obviously, in their Skylar community, and obviously their homes in Porter Ranch. All right, so let's start from the beginning right here. So right where we were standing before, we showed you the first thing that you see, again, these floating staircases, and then you can immediately see all the way through the backyard because you have so many windows in this home. So immediately if you're standing at the front entrance and you walk straight ahead, that'll take you to your oversized great room. And speaking of oversized, you might notice that this island counter looks a lot bigger than most of the large extended kitchen island counters that we feature on our new construction home tours. And that's because this one is 12 by 11. Look at that. And then you have all this cabinetry too underneath it. So plenty of room to sit, 4 people right here. It's a great area to prep, plenty of area to prep. And so this is obviously an optional upgrade. Now, one of the things I wanted to show you right here is what I really like how they did this is, you're looking at a house that's almost 5,100 square feet, right? And so, a house like this, it's all about the amenities and the square footage. And so this is why, in the model homes, you don't see these gaudy, over-the-top, designs in the kitchen countertops or the flooring, right? Because you really don't need to. Look how light and everything is, and then look how everything blends together, right? There's just a little bit of contrast between the flooring, the cabinetry, and the countertop itself. So the focal point doesn't become literally on one of those items, because sometimes you'll see blue cabinetry or darker flooring or a lot of designs in the grains of the countertop, and here it's quartz countertop, right? So here the focal point really becomes the oversized island as a result of that, even with the modern lighting above. So in this model home, you have the upgraded Sub-Zero refrigerator right here. That's a 46-inch Sub-Zero refrigerator and freezer. You have the upgraded Wolf appliances here with the double oven and the 6-burner gas cooktop. And of course, in your island, you have your stainless steel sink basin, your dishwasher. And then if we go down over here, you will see right here your built-in microwave. Notice the upgraded backsplash and then the ambient lighting underneath the cabinetry. Now, speaking of the cabinetry, like we've seen here in most of the model homes in this community, they upgraded the cabinetry to go all the way to the top of the ceiling. So again, this is great if you have some of those items that you don't use on a frequent basis and you don't want to put them in the garage or leave them in boxes. Now you're going to have that space to be able to use it. Now, a lot of times you'll see a walk-in pantry, but it's not very big, right? Well, hey, let's check this out. Let's open this up for you guys. And come on in. And how about this? Let us know in the comments below what you think of this pantry. So that's a really cool walk-in pantry. So I really like this kitchen, right? I mean, you got an extremely oversized kitchen island. And then, of course, they have the dining room set up here. Now, I really wanted to show this to you guys now, and you're gonna understand why in a second, because this is how they have the dining room set up. Now, this is one possibility. Now, if we walk around here, we're gonna walk around the island counter, back across over to where the walk-in pantry is, and then you have this space over here. So they have it set up as an office because this is very close to the front door, right? But this is technically your formal dining room. Now, I like how they did this, and that's because, not everybody needs a large formal dining area here in 2024. A lot of people just don't have that many people coming over, sitting inside and having a large meal together at the dining table. So it's nice because you could technically, put your dining table here. You could use this as what it was intended for, as the formal dining room. But maybe you want to just have it here and it's next to your kitchen and your living room, right? As part of this large, great room. Now, speaking of the living room portion of the great room, take a look at the stackable stone going from bottom of the floor all the way to the top, surrounding your fireplace right here. That's a 60-inch custom fireplace that is available as an upgrade. That's a custom upgrade. And this will give you a better look right here at your floating staircases. We're going to get into that in a little while. Don't worry, just make sure you stick around with us. And then over here, this is actually your flex room. But we talk about a lot of times where you can use the flex room as an office, maybe a gym, maybe a homework area, depending on how you want to have it set up for you and your family. But here, they kind of have it set up as a kind of an extra family room, right? So you got the pool table, you got your 24-inch built-in Sub-Zero wine chillers here, right? So those are kind of cool. Now, how the walls are decorated, obviously that's not something you can do with the builder. It's going to just come as regular white walls, so you'd have to have your contractor come in if you wanted to design something similar to this. Now, obviously all the flooring here is all tile. This is an upgrade. This is a higher end tile. So if you want to have a tile flooring, or maybe a lot of people like the luxury vinyl plank flooring, then that is something you can upgrade to. Their design center is located here in Simi Valley, California. I would say to be safe, I'd say maybe about 35 minutes away, to be, once again, like everything else here in Southern California, depending on the traffic. Hey guys, Scott Himelstein with the Scott Himelstein Group. Been helping buyers, sellers, and investors here in real estate in Southern California for 20 years, and we love helping people like yourself. All right, let me know what you think of the home tour so far. That's number one. But also wanted to let you know that, hey, if you're thinking about buying new construction, it's really important that you have somebody working on your behalf to kind of help work with you and the builder to kind of make sure that you choose the right structural and design upgrades, but as well as kind of being able to make sure everything goes smoothly to have somebody in your corner. Because we have a relationship with a lot of the builders, we worked with them, we kind of know what to expect from a lot of these builders, and new construction is significantly different than buying resale. So we can kind of help answer a lot of the questions that you might have. And then if you're going to work with an agent when it comes to new construction, it's really important that you bring them with you the first time you visit the home site or the sales center. So if you need any help when it comes to new construction, any questions you might have, reach out to us. That's what we're here for, to be a resource of information. So before we go to the rest of the downstairs area and show you the upstairs where the primary bedroom and suite is, and of course the floating glass staircases, before we get to that, wanted to show you this backyard. So here in this collection, right here, the Alta Monte Collection, the average lot size is about 11,000 square feet. So that's bigger than the Bella Terra collection. Obviously, like if you're familiar with a lot of their homes in Puerto Rico, most of them are not 11,000 square feet. So this is kind of nice if you're looking for a home, because sometimes one of the biggest complaints we get about new construction is that the backyards are just simply too small, and people, especially if you have a 5,000 square foot home, you're going to want to entertain, right? You're going to want to have the opportunity to have people over and enjoy the space. And you're going to want that space right here in the backyard. So wanted to point out a few different things. Number one, that this obviously comes to you as a dirt lot in the back. So to do something what you're seeing right now, it can cost anywhere from $300,000 to $400,000, I would say approximately. So it's not uncommon for people to be able to actually spend even more. But there are some cool things that they do here. One of the things I really love about Toll Brothers is how they're able to design the backyards in their model home. And I'm sure whoever gets to this model home at the end will probably be paying a very pretty premium to be able to get what this is. So this is your spot right here, right? And I like the glass enclosure around it, the see-through glass right here. And I like how you're able to step right here, and then you can step right into your spot. And then I like how the pool actually surrounds the spot itself. That is so ingenious. I'd love to hear in the comments below what you think about it. And of course, you have your water feature going across all the way and flowing into the pool. And then if you step back just a little bit right here, you have your gas fire pit. Look at this, and look at the sitting bench right here, the custom sitting bench right here along your pool. And you can see the spa as well. How cool is this backyard? All right, so now that we've seen everything that has to do with water here in this backyard, you have your covered patio here where you'll be able to have your a la carte dining, especially in these warm, sunny days. And then here you have your barbecue island, right? You got your refrigerator and you got your warmer right here in the corner. And of course, you got a beautiful view. So we're going to get into that later, that if you want a view lot, that is a premium lot, so you will have to pay more. To kind of give you an idea of what it takes to be able to get one of those premium lots if you want to be able to get one. Now, through all the builders throughout Southern California, it's not uncommon that if you're paying $200,000 to $400,000 more for a premium lot when it comes to new construction. So now as we move over here, and we'll show this to you in a minute, that you'll notice that this right here is the overhang right here from the primary suite deck. And we're going to show that to you. This is an upgrade. We'll talk about that more inside, but they added the custom fireplace right now. That is an upgrade. And this is outside that flex room that they kind of converted into a family room. And then of course you have your wood deck over here with your Chase lounge chairs. and we'll be able to flip it around. And then what's nice is because you have such a large lot, look, even though you have all your hardscaping on the other side, you still have all of this right here, this green grassy area. So let me know what you think of this backyard. I love it. I think it's just absolutely fantastic. But again, I'm not the one paying $300,000 to $400,000 for it, right? So, but it's pretty neat though. It gives you an idea of what your possibilities are. And then, you know, because the kitchen is right here, so you have this sitting area as well, right here under this overhang. So really nicely done. And I think whoever gets this model home is going to be pleasantly happy with this, to say the least. All right, so now I have to show you the downstairs bedroom. Remember, there's a total of 5 bedrooms in this home, right? But before we get to that downstairs bedroom, I want to show you something really quickly. Look at this, right? So this is, remember, you have 2 garages, and I like how they have the glass door that looks into your garage right here. And then this is your downstairs bedroom, right, for your guests. And then here's your upgraded vanity, your hexagonal tile from the bottom of the floor, the shower enclosure, all the way up to the top of the ceiling. And then, of course, you have a little walk-in closet over there. And then, right here, this is your bathroom right there. So this model home was just constructed, so they're still putting the finishing touches on it. All right, so while we go upstairs, right, now you have your choice of your floating staircase right here, which one you want to go up. You can go left or you can go right. So we're going to go right. Now, this is an upgrade, right? It costs about $120,000 on this floor plan as an upgrade. I think it looks beautiful, but not everybody likes it, especially if you have small kids and you have pets, so it's not for everybody. I do think that people really do like the upgrade of having the glass handrail right here and having that glass. People do like that. Definitely gives it a modern touch. All right, so now we made it upstairs. Now you can see downstairs into this great room, right? Take a look at this. So you can be able to see everything from above. And now you can get a better vantage point of what all those windows look like from above, right? All that glass letting that natural light come through. Speaking of which, as we enter into the primary suite over here, right, you're going to have your stackable doors. And again, where we were talking about downstairs below, out there in the backyard, right, is your primary suite deck. And that is obviously an upgrade also. And we'll go outside here. Wow, just imagine these sweeping views here of the mountains. And then you get a really good idea of how big that pool is. And it's not very deep, being honest with you, but now you get a much better vantage point of how beautiful it looks from above. So it's nice, you got a nice area up here to sip your morning coffee and watch the world go by. You can get a better idea of some of the construction that's taking place around you. And then, you know, while we're out here, let me show you something. Look, so, you know, we were talking about dirt lots. So look, you see this home right here being constructed, and that's how it's going to be given to you in the backyard. They'll clean up, obviously, any debris in the backyard, but that's what you're going to be getting. And then it's up to you to submit your plans to the Homeowners Association Architectural Committee. All right, so now that you've seen that, now we're back into the primary bedroom, which has the attached bathroom right here. And this luxury bathroom with your dual vanity. As always, your soaking tub with your modern light fixtures. And then your large shower with 2 shower heads and a large sitting bench. We'll go in here, give you an idea of what this really looks like. Right there, from top to bottom. And then, of course, you can't have a primary suite without your walk-in closet. And then, as always, I really do enjoy seeing how Toll Brothers is able to put together these customized built-in. So this is an option for you as well. This is something you can do at the design center also. So one tidbit, I would say that it's probably cheaper if you went through someone like California Closet Space, but a lot of people just like to go through the builder. But that's something you'll probably definitely get your money back on the resale, but it's also something that you could easily do when it comes to doing it after you close escrow. All right, so let's get into some other details that you may be asking yourself about not only this home, but this community as we start looking at the other bedrooms. This is your laundry room. Obviously, has your sink right there. And obviously you'd want to have it upstairs since you have 4 of your 5 bedrooms upstairs. But you'll notice as we walk along here on the second floor, all of the windows and natural light coming in. The homeowner association dues, they will be approximately $308 per month and will cover the maintenance and operation of the common areas within the Tesoro Highlands community, including the entry monuments and the gated entry, the recreation area, landscaping in the common area, the parkway landscaping, and property management, which is done by Keystone. That's the name of the company. This bedroom right here has its own private bath with upgraded tile in the shower and tub enclosure. All right, continuing on, right? One of the big questions that we get asked up here is, what are my property taxes going to be? So the current base tax rate, including the mellow roofs, is approximately 1.85%. And just to put that in perspective, generally in Los Angeles County, the base tax rate is usually about 1.25%. So that gives you a pretty good idea of what to expect when it comes to your property taxes. For schools, so the residents will be served by the Saugus Union and William S. Hart School District. So if you're wondering what the schools will be, you're looking at the Tesoro Valley Elementary, which is K through 6, the Rio Norte Junior High School, and then Valencia High School, and they're all rated 9 out of 10. So schools, if that's something that's really important to you, this is going to be a great area to be in because you're going to be looking at schools that are all rated 9 out of 10 online. So that's always really impressive. Then you have this room upstairs. So because there's no room for a loft, which we often see in new construction, right off the staircase, you're going to see this, right? And this is a great den/family room. Now, I know we talked about down below, they converted the flex room into a family room, but here, this is a perfect spot if you don't want to go downstairs and you want to be able to have maybe the kids come up here or the vice versa, the kids downstairs and you want to be upstairs. This is a perfect spot to be able to entertain more people. So it's kind of a nice hove, so to speak, because it's kind of tucked away all the way upstairs. All right, so some other things that you may be interested to know about. Obviously, when it comes to solar, so solar here is something that it will be required for you to either purchase or to lease, and you're looking at approximately about $33,000 for that. So how do you get a reservation here, right? If this is something that you like, first give us a call, reach out to us, and we can help you with that. But just to give you some information, once you've been pre-approved by the builder's lender, and you don't have to use them, but you do have to be pre-qualified by them if you're not buying all cash. If you're all cash, you'll just have to submit to them your proof of funds that you have the funds available. So once you're on the waiting list, you can give them $1,000 at the reservation, and then it's 5% of the base price of the home at the time of contract, and then it's 20% of the home site premium at the time of contract, and then 20% on regular options and upgrades at the time of selection. So I can go into more detail about that. If you're interested in buying new construction with Toll Brothers, I can kind of give you a deep dive into that because I think there's some things that you need to know and kind of explain it more in detail. So that way, when you're ready to go to the sales office with us, that way you're not trying to figure out all that information when you actually get there on site. You already have the knowledge and power to be able to make a better informed decision. So I'd love to hear what you think of this home. We really like it. I think it's a really cool home the way it's designed. I mean, of course, it's over 5,000 square feet. You're almost at 5,100 square feet of living space. All right, guys, let me know in the comments below what you think of this home. This is a fantastic house. I think for anybody who's looking for over 5,000 square feet, new construction, I think this is going to be a great fit for someone looking up here in Valencia in northern Los Angeles County. So again, as we talk about so many times, if you're going to be buying new construction, reach out to us for the guide when it comes to new construction, buying new construction here in Southern California. It really is invaluable. Really walks you through everything from structural and design upgrades to information about all the builders. So it's a great tool of information. If it's something that you want, let us know in the comments below. And again, when it comes to new construction, it's really important that you have a real estate agent with you because, someone like myself who deals with a lot of new construction, I can answer a lot of the questions for you before you even get there. And that way, when we go together to the sales center, you're not asking that question right on site like we were talking about before. And more importantly, I like to be a resource of information, help our clients be able to make the right decision when it comes to what upgrades and structural designs it comes to when it comes to being able to get that money back when you sell the home 10 to 15 years down the line. So that's something that's really important. And then because, again, like we talked about before, that if you're going to work with a real estate agent, and we highly recommend that you do, then it really makes sense that you have to bring them with you at the very first time when you go to the sales center. So if you have any question about this house or any other house when it comes to new construction here in Southern California, reach out to us. We've probably already done a video on most of them anyways, and we've worked with them before. So reach out to us and let us know how we can help. Hope you enjoyed this home tour, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. I'm Scott Himelstein with the Scott Himelstein Group.